Why lynch the great CEOs who just want us to have AI so it can take our jobs? Yeah, but it'll create new jobs, don't worry about it. You know, you'll have a job as a prompt engineer. But even then they say like, oh, one person can do the job of 1,000 or something. So what's that gonna mean? We're just gonna make 1,000 times more things? Who's gonna buy them? We still have to, I mean, the population is actually shrinking. Pretty much everywhere. Who's gonna buy all that shit? If I recall right, South Korea is actually doing some good things. They apparently force companies to pay higher taxes if they use AI, so that minimum costs as much as a human in the end. Yeah, I mean that's at least something. More than politicians are doing over here, at least. Here they're like, you know what? Yeah, let's build data centers in Finland because we have such a great abundance of power, of course. They are not like the price fucking doubled in the last 4 years anyway. Let's consume some more power.
Welcome back, sausage.
That's the price. Mitsubishi Starion ESIR. Is that in the auction house though? What? 3 whole shirts? How can you not be grateful? That's free content. Yeah, I mean, imagine the arduous process. They had to go get the same shirt model that they've been using for the last 13 years and put a new texture over it. That's like 5 minutes of work. Oh. It's on the auction house, but not on sale currently. Well, I mean, I don't know if I was gonna spend all my fortune points on this thing anyways. I mean, it's cool, but... You know, is it like... over an hour of gameplay kinda cool? Eh. But what I will do is buy a backstage pass, of course. It should be reframed, why do young people hate stuff being more expensive and having their jobs taken? Yeah, if you frame it like that though, it becomes quite a bit less of a mystery. Like, oh yeah, of course it would. It's made stuff more expensive. It's made stuff worse. And, you know, they're firing tens of thousands of people because they think this fucking autocomplete can replace them. Which of course is the thing that's leading to every piece of software and a lot of other stuff just being infinitely worse than it was before, which is impressive because stuff sucked already. Yep, we've got a bright future ahead of us. Oh joy. But you know what, whatever. I got a backstage pass, so it's all good. Let's just escape reality. Let's just think about cars that are cool and not ugly. You know, like the new Ferrari. And also the new Audi, apparently. They came out with a new car as well, you know, their first supercar since the R8. And I heard about it, I was kinda excited, like, oh, you know what, I like the R8, it's It's a weirdly good-looking car in a sea of mediocrity. The new one's absolutely hideous though. It looks like it was made to be rendered on like a PS1. Like, oh, let's make a car that can be easily rendered by the PS1. Which could have been interesting as a design challenge, but they didn't win. They didn't pull it off. Jensen was telling people to have kids recently. I bet. Maybe he's also realized, like, oh, if people don't have kids, nobody's gonna be there to give me 17 more trillion dollars. Also, Jensen said there's only 1 billion of us. What? Bro, literally can't see the poor. Yeah, I mean, you think they're not people. They can't afford to buy NVIDIA products. So what's the point of them? To Jensen, only his customers exist. They butchered the R8. I don't want to see it now because the R8 was my favorite modern car. Yeah, it's very disappointing. Hopefully that was not the final product. I mean, the one I saw was clearly a render, not like a finished car. At least I don't think so. What was the name of the damn thing again? Oh yeah, of course. Okay. So it is a concept. So not a real car, at least yet. Let's pray it never is, because that is ugly. Which is kind of weird because usually it's like the concept cars that are actually like cool looking and interesting, and then they just never make them for some fucking reason. If you can't provide shareholder value, are you even a real person? Jensen needs people with money, exactly. Stop being poor. Stop being poor and buy some compute. Let NVIDIA put a little data center on the side of your house or whatever the hell that thing is they're doing. Now once again I'm faced with a difficult choice. What the hell do I buy? This one's kinda nice. But also these ones are still calling to me. I have to contemplate for a moment. Just gonna put this blade away. Mini data centers in everyone's houses, and apparently they didn't even say what people would get for having it. Yeah, I mean, do they get to like use the data centers themselves, or do they just get to have them? Nvidia runs their own shit on there, and I don't know. Do they like pay them a share? I don't really get the idea. Like if they own the data center and can run their own stuff on it, isn't that just like a normal server? Why call it a mini data center? I vote Firebird purely because I love driving it, but Plymouth is still cool as fuck. Yeah, I don't really know. It just gets harder and harder every time to decide. Maybe I need to buy fucking Forza Horizon 6 pretty soon. I'm running out of cars I wanna buy. What will I do then? Not buy cars? No, that's not an option. I need them. Are either of those cars on the auction house? Should I just buy one? Plymouth. Okay, that's 12 million, so... maybe not. Wait, what was the other one? Oh, it was a Pontiac, that's right. Firebird 68. Okay, well the Firebird's not on there at all, so... Flip a coin, hits Firebird, tails Plymouth. Yeah, I mean, I guess that would be a pretty fast way to settle it. I don't think there's anything here that I want too much. Yeah, I guess we'll do that. Let me see if I have a coin somewhere. Okay, do I still know how to flip a coin? It's been a while. Haven't flipped a coin since middle school. So hits Firebird, tails Plymouth. Let's see. Oh. Yeah, that went well. Edge it is. So we're getting the firebird then. And I guess we're just gonna take it out for a drive right away. Oh yeah, this is nice. Look at that, a fellow streamist. And that's how you beat decision paralysis. That's true. Honestly, whenever I play this game, I just keep like a coin or a dice next to me, so I can just decide things at random. It would speed things up quite a bit. $220, $221, $223. Some crazy speeds. But of course, as with all American muscle cars, I forget to take into account that they don't really want to turn much. That's something you gotta keep in mind. It's like steering a fucking dreadnought. Clearly I am slightly rusty. So what the hell now? Do we like race? Do we just drive around aimlessly? Try to drift. Sure, okay. I mean, muscle cars, they tend to do it pretty well, right? Even if I'm not the greatest at drifting. Oh, that was... was a bit too fast. I use S900 to roll the tune myself. Yeah, maybe I should put a tune on this. But it's also kinda nice just to enjoy these cars stock. They feel so soft. Looks like I'm driving almost on a cloud. Stock as a charm, yeah. They really do, you know, stock cars, I feel like it's nice to like cruise in them. Once you start putting these tunes on them, they become like a racing car, you know. They become all angry and stiff. I feel like James May has talked about this on Top Gear. You know, whenever he's driving a car that's been developed at the Nürburgring. How in his opinion that always just ruins them. Just makes the suspension so stiff it hurts his fucking back. Car starts feeling nervous as he says. And I think that's kinda true. You can't really make a car that's both good at cruising around and also racing. Two very different activities. Yeah, some practice is clearly needed. This is not quite like the other muscle cars that I have. It doesn't want to slide quite as easily. Not quite as easily as, I don't know, like the Camaro maybe. I think that was quite a bit easier to slide around with. The Charger too. But it sure does look nice, I mean, goddamn. The S9R tune does give it more power to slide, which is why I prefer it, but I do commend you for raw dogging it. Hey, that's my whole brand. Cars, I raw dog them. Life, I raw dog it. Your mothers? Well... let's just leave it there, you know. Let's just leave it in the uncomfortable silence. Yeah, this is nice for like casual cruising around. Which I kinda like. Sure, it's fun to go sideways or go fucking 400 kilometers an hour on a track, but yeah, this is nice too. Just driving around all calmly with your soft bouncy suspension. Stopping every now and then to just look at this car because, yeah. Very nice. Also, one thing I hate in Forza Horizon is you can tweak other people's tunes, so a tune could be nearly perfect. One thing annoys me a bit, but I can't change it without recreating the entire tune. Yeah, that is annoying. Wonder why they did that. I can't think of any technical reasons why they would do it. It's just a bunch of like values. Why would you not change? Could not change them? Seems weird, seems dumb. It is indeed very nice, yes, yes it is. You were right. You were right to vote for this car. You know, usually I like the interior to have a bit of wood, but I think this is kinda nice too. Assuming that's polished metal, not plastic. I think it is. Right, well, I guess we could maybe wait for the Forza-thon. Do that, and then I'll probably call it a night. It's late, it's getting hot. I have bugs to fix. So let's just cruise around for a little bit more until we do that. Considering the age, it's most likely metal. Yeah, probably. Which is nice, I like a metal knob. You know, turning a plastic knob is just not the same. But turning like a polished aluminum knob, ooh. Now that just tickles something in your mana brain. There we go. Got it to slide a little bit. Stop. Really gotta manhandle this car to get it to slide. Which is kinda strange for a muscle car. Usually you just give them like a light turn and step on the throttle. And that's enough to do it. This one has a surprising amount of grip. Just a little detour, don't worry. I get that, that's why I'm so drawn to polished aluminum wheels for sim racing. Just looks cool, sure it may not give a lot of practical advantage over an aluminum frame and plastic shell, but it just looks and feels cool. Yeah. Just feels good in your hands, you know. You know, sure, plastic might be more practical in some applications, but you know, like polished or brushed metal, or like nicely finished wood, it's just always gonna be better. Wonder where the Forza Zone's gonna be, you know, are we driving or are we teleporting? Something about metal activates the monkey brain. That's true. I wonder why that is. Is it because people used to use metal for weapons, or I guess still use metal for weapons? So people who like working with metal, you know, were more successful in combat? Or something. I have no scientific proof or knowledge of this, but I feel like that's a viable theory. And I think it's a part of my whole theory about why people like machines and tools, men especially. Because of course, you know, people who did like tools and were good at using them, they were the ones to survive. So, you know, some people may laugh all they want about the male brain, like, haha, look at him, he's happy simply because he's got a machine that's going whirr. He just likes having a thing that goes clickety-clack. Yeah. I do, and that's why my genes are here. I'm just saying. Could be us associating armor and weapons with safety and comfort. Yeah. It could indeed. So, you know, before all you people who are too cool to admit it, think about why you like it so much when you see a helicopter flying overhead. There's a reason. There's a good explanation for it. And you know what? I think we should be proud of it. Because we are all here. Our genes were the ones who made it. And look at us now, we're making planes that are invisible to radar waves. Fucking turning or like drawing onto silicon ships with mercury. That we shoot out with fucking ultraviolet light or some shit. Doing whatever else insane shit we're doing. We're simulating machines inside of other weirder machines. Be proud of your autistic reaction to helicopters. It's a sign of progress. It's my theory of the day. Let's see where the Forza Zone is. It's quite far away, but I guess there's still 9 minutes until it begins, so Hey, you know, why not drive there? It's not like we're in a hurry this time. By the way, I don't know if you're interested in wheels, but if you Google VNM GT V1, I think you would like it. I don't know what about it got me, but as soon as I saw it, I knew I needed it. Let's see. That looks pretty interesting. Looks kind of like an older F1 steering wheel. I guess that's what they were going for. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Though I think I would still prefer like an old-fashioned wood steering wheel. I'm pretty sure those are a thing, right? I think you might have even talked about them at some point, if memory serves right. How the fuck did I get this? Oh wait. Gotta fucking rely on Superman. Hey, you know what? Let's drive the GT 1000. It's a GT Formula type wheel. Yeah, I figured. You can still buy a wooden rim, do not recommend using in a real car. Oh, I guess you gotta have a airbag in there or something. Then I guess there are other practical reasons, but you know what, I don't care. Sure, it might not be as practical as a modern steering wheel, but it's got a grip, and that's what's important. Although, you know, I'm not gonna get like a modern car and put a wooden steering wheel in it. That'd be kinda wrong. Now this can slide around. But you know, if I get a classic car, even if the stock one doesn't, you know, even if it doesn't have a wooden wheel as stock, I'm probably gonna get. Airbag plus most of the wooden rims aren't made up to standards like modern wheels are. Supposed to bend a certain way in a crash rather than snap or bending to a sharp edge. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Couldn't they just make a modern wheel out of wood? How many, I guess, wood just doesn't do that. But that's still probably not gonna stop me. If you want a cool wheel for your car, Spark and OMP and Momo are the bands to look at since they are actually certified, but you still give up airbags. They don't make wooden ones though, sadly. Well, I mean, I'll still take like a retro aluminum or steel one. Sure, it might cut me in half if I have a car crash, but eh. Sometimes that happens. Sometimes you get cut in half. Apparently luxury cars still have wooden steering wheels, so just be rich. Yeah, I guess that's what all the signs are leading me to. I just need to get rich.
You have arrived early. Forces Online will begin soon.
I've just got too refined tastes. These I don't know what these dials are here, but they're kinda funky. Who puts dials in such a silly place? You goofballs forward. Holy shit, it's Colin McRae. I get it, I want a wooden wheel in my sim because it's cool. But I don't trust the cheap rims even in a rig scene, too many bent cheap rims. Yeah, I mean, of course you gotta find like a quality one. Don't wanna get some Chinese one that's gonna like disintegrate if you pour water on it. Because it's made of like fucking hobby glue and sawdust. Oh fuck that. Oh, put a goddamn trade in my racetrack. Rude. just switch to a faster car. These people seem to be wonky at me as they pass me by. Now that's rude and I don't like. Do you think I'm not driving this car by choice? No, I am. I drove it because I thought it was fun to slide around, not because I wanted to go fast. You wanna see me go fast, I'll fucking do it. Don't you mock me with your vanity horns. And now, of course, that I switched out of my drift car, I need to go drift. Of course. A bit too carried away there, but that's fine. It works, Stallion just keeps drifting. There we go. Honestly, if you want good quality, the best course of action is probably would be going custom, get like a used Sparko wheel with suede or Alcantara, because those get disgusting over time. Remove the material and get a custom wood rim put over the metal. Alright. Still no airbags though. Yeah, I'll just put an airbag on my face. Then I'll have an airbag always. Don't even need to be in a car. Also, there will be fakes around Sparko, Wimpy and Momo, the logos, very specifically, and knock off skirt lines by doing ones differently, adding 2 extra lines to box in a Wimpy. Real ones have a top and a bottom line, no side lines. Sparko fakes will have a different color. Forgot what color was real though, been too long. Yeah, gotta keep an eye out for those. All kinds of scamster out there. That's Forza for you. You wanna go fast? Too bad. Drift or off-road time. It really is every time I play these Forza-thons. I come prepared to drive fast, and it's like, nope, you were actually gonna go this mountain and jump. Alright. Guess I'll get my off-road car then so I can get up this mountain. Oh, no, next actually we're gonna go to a speed trap on the highway. Can we just do one type of thing for a port stone? That'd be nice. I don't wanna keep having to switch cars. Kind of annoying. I once thought there was a used 1P for steel. Only $40, but it was a knockoff. Yeah. It's unfortunate. But I think that'll do it. It is what in the morning, and it is what in here, so I gotta go crack open a window, maybe a door. Because this is the only time of the day that I can actually cool down my apartment now that the summer heat is here. But yeah, I'll probably be streaming again on... I don't know, actually. I guess I don't really have any plans, so maybe Saturday? Yeah, probably Saturday. Yeah, thanks to everybody who stopped by. I'll see you guys soon, and I promise I'll post videos soon. I swear, I'll try to edit them. As soon as I fix this one bug. So yeah, good night.